Good afternoon, dear friends. The deputy of the State Duma of the Russian Federation voiced his opinion on the termination of the operation of the gas pipeline through the territory of Ukraine, citing force majeure in fact turn off European countries from Russian gas. In his opinion, no later than a week after these measures, all the seized assets will be returned to Russia along with an apology and Zelensky had on a plate. The number of victims of the earthquake in Japan has increased to 194 people. This was announced on March 17 by the NHK TV channel. At least 194 people received injuries of varying severity, the channel reported. Earlier, it was reported about 88 injured and last 3 dead. It is noted that most people were affected in Miyagi and Fukushima prefectures where tremors with seismic intensity of 6 points and above were observed. So at least 90 people were injured in Miyagi and 82 people in Fukushima. It had also become known that among the dead was a man aged 70 years. He lived in Miyagi Prefecture and it was at home at the time of the earthquake. From the seismic shock, the man lost consciousness, was taken to the hospital, where he later died. In addition, a 6-year-old man has died in Fukushima Prefecture. An earthquake was reported in the Fukushima Prefecture area in northern eastern Japan on March 16. According to seismologists, the magnitude of the earthquake was 7.3. Following in the region was another earthquake of magnitude 5.6. London CNS Business. Europe has given itself just 5 years break as addiction to Russian oil and gas. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said Friday that EU leaders had agreed to spend the next 2 months drafting proposal for eliminating the bloc's dependence on Russian energy imports by 2027. By mid-May, we will come up with a proposal to phase out our dependency on Russian gas, oil, coal by 2017, backed by the necessary national and European resources, von der Leyen said after an emergency summit of EU leaders called to discuss Russia's war in Ukraine. The European Union has promised to diversify its energy supplies before, notably blocked in 2014 when Russia annexed Crimea from Ukraine. Little progress was made, partly because Germany, Russia's biggest energy customer in Europe, didn't want to rock the boat with Moscow. But President Vladimir Putin's decision to order last month's invasion changed all within days. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz have killed off the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, a project co-financed by German companies that would have vastly increased Russia's capacity to send gas directly to Europe by passing Ukraine. CNN President Joe Biden warned on Friday that Russia will pay a severe price if the country uses chemical weapons in Ukraine. I'm not going to speak about the intelligence, but Russia will pay a severe price if they use chemicals, Biden told CNN athlete Arlette Sainz following remarks announcing further economic moves against Russia. While the US has so far not presented any evidence that Russia plans to use chemical weapons in Ukraine, the White House, most notably Press Secretary Jen Psaki, has warned that the weapons could be used in the conflict. Russia could use chemical weapons in Ukraine or manufacture a false flag operation that uses them, Psaki said Wednesday. The press secretary is slamming what she called false claims from Russia that US is developing chemical weapons in Ukraine. Tweeted now that Russia has made these false claims and China has seemingly endorsed this propaganda. We should all be on the lookout for Russia's possibly use chemical or biological weapons in Ukraine, but to create a false flag operation using them is a clear pattern. She also noted Russia's long and documented track record of using chemical weapons as well as pattern of accusing the West of the very violation that Russia itself is perpetrating. New York CNN Business. There's a pain in the pump for American drivers as U.S. gas prices soar to record highs. Although the United States barely uses Russian oil, Russia's invasion of Ukraine is still a big factor in the gas price spike, among other reasons. Confused? Well, walk you through it. So why is Russian oil affecting the US? Most of Russia's goes to Europe and Asia, but the key here is to think about the oil supply globally rather than US specifically. The commodities world is heavily interconnected one, and oil is priced through a global market. So what happens in one area of the world can affect another. Reuters Saudi Arabia executed 81 men on Saturday, including 7 Yemenis and 1 Syrian, for terrorism and other offenses, including defiant beliefs, authorities said, in the biggest mass execution in decades. The number dwarfed 67 executions reported in Kingdom in all 2021 and the 27 in 2020. These individuals, totaling 81, were convicted of various crimes, including murdering innocent men, women, and children, the Interior Ministry said in a statement. Crimes committed by these individuals also include pledging allegiance to foreign terrorist organizations such as ISIS, Islamic State, Qaeda, and the Houthis is added. Some traveled to conflict zones to join terrorist organizations, the statement said. Pakistan on Saturday demanded a joint probe into a missile India said it accidentally fired into its territory, reaching New Delhi's decision to hold an internal inquiry to the incident and calling on the international community to play a role. Such a serious matter cannot be addressed with a simplistic explanation offered by the Indian authorities, Pakistan Foreign Office said in a statement. Pakistan demands a joint probe to accurately establish the facts surrounding the incident, it added. India said on Friday it had accidentally fired the missiles into Pakistan this week because of a technical malfunction during the routine maintenance, giving its version of events after Pakistan warned New Delhi of unpleasant consequences. The international community must play its due role in promoting stability in a nuclearized environment, the Foreign Office statement from Pakistan said, warning of the consequences in any misinterpretation by one of the sides lead to an escalation. Hello friends, subscribe to our channels. We speak the truth here. Thank you.